Okay, so hey guys, welcome back to another interview. Today I'm here with Lee Eaton. Lee, first of all, mate, how are we?
Yeah, very good, mate. Thank you very much.
It's all good. And here today at the Athena, and just seen Brandon Potter fighting, one of your fighters. And what did you make of his performance, first of all?
Yeah, I thought he boxed really well. He's a little nut job, isn't he? Full of energy. I thought he boxed well. Step him up into a sixth round. And then there's another local boy that he's beat twice in the unlicensed circuit. I think something Bruce. Unfortunately, I don't know his name. But I just said to Carl, let's do that for the Midlands title. So another by early next year, he could fight for the Midlands title. So yeah, done a good little performance.
Indeed. And what do you make of shows like this, which of course you're used to the bigger shows, but this is a bit more of a small hall one? What do you make of this as a show?
I started in these shows, so my first ever show that I worked on was a Cole Greaves show in Essex. Me and Cole were very close friends. Been friends for a number, like obviously with John Wayne Hibbert. He was manager John Wayne Hibbert. I've been around Cole over 10 years. So yeah, listen, it's always good to come to these shows. Obviously, I work a lot on the big shows now with fighters, but listen, this is the grassroots of boxing, and this is what we all love.
Of course, and I appreciate how you do always start with your fighters when they're at the bottom and then build them up to get into this top level. And fighters like Brandon and other ones of your fighters who are just starting out, do you always like to, what is the thing that you always like to see in fighters for you to go, yeah, let's go manage them, that's what I want to be seeing?
Listen, just got to put the hard work in. Listen, there's plenty hard work. You've got to put the hard work in the gym and go and sell your tickets, go and enjoy yourself. And that's the main thing about boxing. Listen, if you just think boxing's gonna like come and you're just gonna be a star, it's not gonna happen. You need to put the work in.
Totally. And just to speak about some of your other fighters, Gavin Gwynn has just signed with Queensberry and he's got a fight announced soon, I believe.
Yeah, so Gavin's just signed a long-term promotional deal with Queensberry. He will be fighting in December for the EBU title. So yeah, I'm glad to get that over the line. Obviously, he's always never had that long-term plan, and now he has. So I'm really over the moon for him.
Indeed, and another one of your fighters, I might butcher the pronunciation, Lefebvre, is that Lefebvre? The female fighter, the world champion, the French? That's... See, I knew I butcher it. Anyway, she's got a fight with Tyson Gallagher, I believe, now. That's a big fight.
Yeah, no, listen, obviously, I've done Tyson versus Nina. And obviously, when we was looking for an opponent for Segaline, obviously, I helped get Tyson to fight. I think it'd be a great fight. We've got a good relationship with Tyson's team, but Segaline Leboeuf he's a world champion for a reason. It's a great fight, and I'm looking forward to it. November 24th in France.
And there's not been loads of events in France as of recent, big events especially. And do you feel like there is a lot of talent out there which may be yet to be found?
Yeah, listen, obviously, sorry, let me just move this chair. Yeah, in France, there's loads of big talented fighters. There's a couple that I'm in talks with now that are well rated and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think there'll be, obviously, I had Karim Garifi, obviously 5-time European champion and stuff like that, Ahmed El Moussa, and so I've had a few good French fighters, and there is a few coming through as well. So, it's quite good. France is a very, very hotbed for talent, but it's not very lively at the minute, and I think it will start getting livelier.
And another one of your fighters, Dina Forsland, she's a Denmark fighter who is progressing very well. I mean, she's a world champion herself, and only real big fights now you'd like to think for her. What could possibly be next for her?
Obviously, she's got a mandatory coming up. She's the WBC, WBO, and Ring Magazine world champion. Obviously, another fighter that I manage is Nina Hughes, the WBA champion. So, obviously, Nina has a fight coming up, and then obviously, hopefully, that next year we can have that for all the belts. So.
Indeed. And well, with the kind of women's division at the moment, you're seeing a lot more 50-50 fights be able to be made more easily, I suppose. And Dina was just in one as well, and Nina's been having them as well, and it's roasting. But do you feel like the women's division is in the best state it's been?
Yeah, listen, it's unbelievable division. Obviously, I think the best female fighter in the world at the minute is Chantel Cameron. Obviously, Chantel Cameron versus Katie Taylor. I think there's unbelievable the divisions now is stacked all the way through. So yeah, women's division has never been better. Obviously tonight you got Paige Murney. Listen, she's a hidden gem. I'm looking forward to watching her fight. But listen, she's going to be in some good fights. I've got another fight called Hannah Robinson, lightweight. She's turned over a professional debut by the end of the year. Another lightweight. She's going to be an unbelievable talent. So yeah, it's exciting all from the top to the bottom.
And we spoke about Nina Hughes. Talks about Ebony Bridges possibly being an opponent as well, but there's been excuses, I don't know, reasons to why that's not been happening. Is that frustrating a little bit?
Yeah, listen, it's always frustrating when you can't get fights over the line. But listen, like what you got to respect is obviously Ebony Bridges has been injured. She wants a voluntary. Obviously, she should have had the voluntary by now. But listen, it is what it is. Nina's not going to wait around for her. It's an unbelievable fight when it happens. Hopefully, it does happen. If it don't, it don't. But the main thing is Nina's career is more important for me than Ebony Bridges.
Of course, and I mean, I did just want to get your thoughts on your possible prediction for Chantel Cameron, Katie Taylor, just because that fight is such a big fight and the rematch is being made now. And what is your prediction for that?
Chantel Cameron, late stoppage.
Amazing. And do you feel like that's going to be the end of Katie Taylor's career to an extent?
Listen, Katie Taylor's a huge name. She'll always be in big fights. Obviously, she can go back down and fight Serrano and stuff like that. I don't believe it'll be the end of it, but I believe Chantel Cameron's the best fighter in the women's division. Obviously, Clarissa Shields, an unbelievable fighter as well. But yeah, no, I think Chantel Cameron puts another dominant performance on.
And just one more fight I want to speak to you. I really appreciate your time. Wood Warrington is next weekend. What's your opinions on that?
Both good friends of mine, but Lee Wood, possibly. Obviously, I've got my fighter Nico Levers on the undercard fighting Ryan Walker, and the night before I got Martin Madonna fighting Reece Mould in Sheffield on a GBM show. So yeah, busy week next week in Sheffield.
Indeed. Well, I really appreciate your time, Lee. Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you very much. Gotta go wipe the sweat.